Good morning, Denise here at Junk Journal Junkie. Just on for a quicker video today, not the length of the one yesterday, it seemed to go on forever. Just discovered that I'm seriously out of tags for my journals. I told you I've had a few journals ready made up that I was wanting to fill, so actually short of tags and pockets. So I'm going to come on today and do a little bit of mask making tags, not for very long, and then tomorrow a little bit of mask making pockets. And then after that we'll start a new journal, and I've just printed off some beautiful papers. I might share them with you tomorrow. Okay, so what I've done today for these tags is, and tags are really easy to make, I know that. So I've just gone through my stash of papers, odd papers, and pulled out some that I thought we could use, one as a backing and the other as the front of the tag, and then I can embellish them depending on which one of the journals they need to go in. Some of the papers are so beautiful they'll probably only need a butterfly or a bit of bling or something like that, but they're from, once again, Janie B Journals, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I think that's it. I'm not sure. I think that's probably all. So what I've done, I've pulled a few out and I've paired them up so that one will be the front and one will be the backing. So that's going to be the front of one. Oops. Well, that is very pale green, you probably can't see that, very pale. So that's going to be one, and we're just going to put some book page in between them. So that's the front, that's the back. I just cut the whites off them because my printer doesn't print borderless. Front and back. Front and back. Front and back. And I want quite big tags. I have got quite a few little tags, but I don't have any really big ones. So what I want to do is I'll probably get 3 tags out of each one of these, because the book page I've chosen, which is quite a nice thick book page, it's from a cookery book, a big cookery book, because I've got a lot of them. So I think if by the time I've cut each one of those into 3 and trimmed the edges, they're going to be just a nice size tag. So they're the book pages I've chosen. I did start this morning and did one, and I did it on my A4 cream card, and I thought, what a waste of card when I've got book page everywhere, thick book page, which is as good as. So by the time that I've put papers on both sides of this, it will be as good as that, and probably a better size for the tags as well. I mean, I'm wasting paper. You can see there's a good piece all the way around. Wasting cards, sorry. Now I might have paper wastage on here, but we can always use the scraps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is my glue book. I'm going to use my glue stick. I'm going to glue the whole of this. No, I'm going to glue the whole of this because it's smaller, and then I will stick it onto the paper. Okay, so it's really easy. Plenty on the edges. I am going to sew around them once they are chopped up, and I will show you them once I've cut them up, because I've still got the one we made yesterday to cut up yet. I haven't cut that one up, and I'll sew around them all together and then you'll see them all. I'll just make a quick video before I start filling the books with them. Oops. That glue, I think it's because it's so hot, is very, very gloopy and keen today. And I don't have a wet wipe out again. Take some of that off. Okay, so if I stick this in the corner, oops, take it off that glue book. Oh, off you go. Yeah, do it the other way up, that would be easier, wouldn't it? Oh, it's one of those mornings, I think I'm going to do everything the hard way. Oops, nearly in the corner but not quite. Give myself a little bit of wiggle room, seeing as we've got plenty of paper to play with. Air bubbles and those lumps of glue. You see, I'm going to have glue problems today. I've got the windows open as well because it's so hot, the French windows. So I'm guessing you can hear that beautiful bird song. It's another lovely day here today. Just fallen right for half term. The the schools have broken up here for half term, so teachers and pupils alike will finally be enjoying some sunshine and some freedom. That's it, that's not quite so bad. Maybe the top was hotter than the rest. I'm not going to overdo it with the glue then, because they're going to be stitched around, so they'll be absolutely fine. So again, I'm going to go over the edge here because I've got plenty of paper to play with. I'll show you what I mean when I turn it over. Okay, turn it over again. So I can tell where the book page is in there. Across there. I can maybe unfold it, can I? So that when it's dry I know where it is. And the same, yeah, there. Just put a crease in it, and then when it's dry I know roughly where to start chopping. Okay, and that's one done. I know it's nothing complicated today, but we'll have a nice gentle... Oh no! Decapitated the lady. Never mind, when we embellish it will have to be something over the headless lady. Should pay more attention to what I'm doing. Right, let's do another one. Let's do one that I can't decapitate. He's at the bottom, look, so I can't take his head off. It's my book pages, there they are. Okay, let's see if we can do this a bit cleverer this time then. Yeah, we'll have it all in this. I'm not doing this bit first. Well, missed myself coming back today. That's it. I'll just get into a rhythm. I think I've got 5 to do. Did I count with you? I can't remember. I'll just get sorted by the time I do the last one. Oops, sorry. Anything else I can do this morning wrong? Let's get them all out the way before the day starts. Got my sister coming to see me today, which will be lovely. And she's bringing me a new, well, a new to me, a second-hand big wooden table to do some crafting on outside. As it heats up, that's where we want to be, out there. So I'm thinking gazebo up, nice big table. It's going to be a nice summer. Okay, so if I go for this corner again, go for bottom corner this time. I'll probably make a better job of, let's get rid of all that. Oh, getting the paper square. I mean, the backing, it doesn't matter whether it's on square because the backing papers, oh, that's gloopy. The backing papers are all non-directional. So that's not an issue if they're on one key, as long as I cut the card straight and the front straight. But yeah, definitely hot, that glue. But I'll make life easy for myself if I can. So we want to be in this bottom corner, only overlapping a little bit. Whoopsie. Then I'll know where to cut that one better. Much better. I'm doing it on the glue book, aren't I? Get it on the bottom, it might give it a bit of a... Okay, that's 2. So I appreciate it's not fun to watch, so I'll do one more with you so you can have a look at the papers, and then I'll cut the one up that I did earlier. Hopefully it has dried enough to go through the... That's the one I've just done, isn't it? Dried enough to go through the chopper. Another go at a lady. See if we can leave a head on this time. Okay. So this is the one. She's up there, look, so we need to leave a head on. I think it's cut slightly smaller, this. Depending on where the papers come from, they all have very different borders on them, markedly so if it's an American compared to an English paper. I suppose that's because of our different paper size. And when you print borderless, it doesn't matter because your computer turns it borderless. But my printer is just the most basic, the cheapest HP one you can get, and it doesn't print borderless. The computer's telling me that it's going to, but the printer itself says I don't think so, and doesn't. So, what am I doing? Glued the wrong thing. What was I saying about by the time I get 5 done? Right, have I got the lady there? I should have, because that's right across the top. Yeah. Have I? Oh, just by the time I trim it, she might have a very slight haircut. So yeah, so I get borders at the minute. I am going to treat myself very soon to a new printer, and hopefully that will save me an awful lot of time having to trim off borders. Although some people do still seem to get the borders even with the borderless printing and the printers that will do it. So if you've got a particular printer that you know is really good and prints borderless really well, please let me know below. As long as it takes HP Instant Ink, which I think they all do. Although it'd probably be easier to have a HP printer. They all work together nicely when they're the same make. But if you know, because there are an awful lot out there to choose from, so if you know the really good one, please let me know in the comments before I go and... Oh, that's the edge of the book there, it's a bit ruffled. That doesn't look very wet. Did I miss a bit? Were you shouting at me that you'd seen it? There we go. And these are going to dry really quickly today in this heat, which is nice. Okay, so we'll leave those 3. That one, that one, that one to dry. The other 2 I'll do when I've turned the camera off. So I'll just cut this one up to give you an idea. So if I end up with 6, I've got 4 done, and 2 more to do, I think, yeah. If I end up with 6, with 3 tags on each, that's 18 tags in one foul swoop. Now, of course, this one is bigger because it's on the card, but it'd be nice to have some really oversized tags actually. Whoops, what have I done there? So that seems an awful good place to... Yep. So I'll do this one, take this off because it's left done. Feels uneven. Give me a better idea where the middle is now. Not that it matters, they don't all have to be the same size, but what do we think there? Oh, that's a nice big one. And not all of these tags will have, when I use them, they won't all have the tag shape at the top. A lot of them will, but some of them will be like long journal cards, I suppose, tall journal cards. When I mass make pockets, they all, depending on the pocket and the paper that I use, they're all different sizes as well, so having different size tags is very helpful. Different size tags in a similar colour and theme is helpful. Okay, so that's it. Move that out of the way. Those are the 3 tags from this morning, and we'll have 18 in various colours and shapes. This one's definitely a thin one, so it'll definitely be a tag. I'm just showing you what I'm going to do with it. Obviously it's going to need top and bottoming, and I'll probably put a hole through that one with a crocodile and some. I think I did that a little bit too sharp. Don't want it quite that sharp. And can you see we've got a little girl's face, and we've just about kept it intact. Bless her. She might end up with some lace on her though. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching me decapitate ladies and make a hash of things this morning, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks guys, have a lovely day. Bye bye.